You know, I got to say, guys, welcome to the madness that is the I Hate Monday show. All right, dudes, we're here. We're back. We're live. And, man, it's been a really weird E3, Mike. It's been a really weird E3. We've had some highlights and we've had some lowlights. And we're going to talk about it all during this little podcast show. We also want to get your guys' honest opinions and feedback as always. Let's say hello to the usual suspects in the chat. We got Phil's Notebook. We got Travis. We got Gerald. We got Robo Grunt. One of our favorites of all time. Shotgun Sean. Conti Dinda. I got to say that slowly. I still can't pronounce his name. Ritual Dello. Dominic is here, Adam, Scott, all the usual suspects. Thanks as always, guys, for tuning in and supporting PDubs Arcade Loft, Michael B, the Game Genie, and of course the Super Game Room dudes. We greatly appreciate it. So let's get the bad out of the way, and then we'll get to the good. Mike, let's get to the bad, and then we'll get to the good. By the way, how are you? I forgot to say how are you.
I'm super duper, man. How are you?
I'm okay. Lowlights get a rise out of you. So, Mike, all right, Mike, remind everybody, because I can't even say it. I'm in such shock. Tell people what Unico announced today. What was their big E3 reveal?
They have a branded riser, and they are doing some upgraded buttons for their cabs.
Yeah, that's it, guys. That was the big news. And if you ask me, that didn't require a show or a big howdy do, you know what I mean? Like that could have just been like a simple announcement on their websites, on their social media platforms. If all you had to reveal today was a riser. Now keep in mind, guys, we love the MVSX. Well, I mean, I know Michael hasn't touched it yet. You guys know I got mine back there. I love it.
Soon.
Very solid product. You know, just like anything else, it has its quirks. You know, the speakers aren't so great and the buttons and sticks you'd want to change out. But that's like every arcade cabinet from all these commercial arcade cabinets. You always want to change out the buttons and sticks. Minus that, pretty solid cabinet, pretty good experience. And the high-low hack makes it so delicious, right? Makes it so delicious. But in our discussions with them behind the scenes, we know there's other stuff they're working on, bigger stuff, more exciting stuff. And it's a shame. It's a shame that stuff wasn't ready to be announced, right? But when you're coming down to the wire and all you have left is like nothing else is ready, we can't talk about anything else, and the other stuff they're working on, guys, is some pretty cool, exciting stuff. But when they come down to the wire and they're like, oh, hey, like all we can possibly say today is we got a new riser coming out, as well as we've upgraded the hardware on some cabinets for new customers who are going to be purchasing, which doesn't impact existing customers. It just seems like that was just a big swing and a miss, in my opinion. It just seems like they just should have not been on air or made a big thing about it. Do you think I'm being too harsh, Mike? Or let me know if I'm being too harsh, because usually I know you've been the grumpy one lately, but I'm kind of grumpy about this. Go ahead.
No, I haven't been grumpy. It's just the conversation we had that E3 is such a big event and you run the risk of getting run over if you have big announcements. And sometimes you're better off staying quiet unless you have something that is really a home run and you think that it'll generate attention. You shouldn't do anything. And sometimes there's a backlash and people are just so angry. Like if you've been watching the rest of the conferences, like people were really angry at Square today, like really angry from the Squaresoft. And I mean, Square, iconic, massive company, and people were just not happy with what they brought out. So, I mean, Unico's a relatively new company, so I don't know. I think they would have been better set staying quiet and not doing the announcement they had unless they had something bigger to go out there. Or they could have done what Arcade One Up was doing and just did a presentation about their riser to a bunch of news outlets and hope that they did stories on it and not come out in front of the cameras themselves.
Yeah. And guys, this has nothing to do with unqualified critics. I'm sure he tried to put on the best possible broadcast he possibly could with the information that was given to him. But all I can tell you guys is if a company told me they're going to come on our show and that's all they wanted to announce, I would have canceled the show because I wouldn't have wasted our viewers' time for something so small. So, yeah.
Even if they could have given a glimpse into what they were working on in the future, and like they tried to allude to that towards the end, it's not UC's fault. Nobody,
No.
Honestly, I just tuned in for Dave's mustache, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, at least we got to see the mustache, right?
Yeah,
we do like David. We do respect David. His channel's performing quite well right now. So we do, and also he came on our show, did us a favor, came on our show, and he played along with us. Trust me, guys, we do like and respect UC, but it's just what the holy hell. I mean, Unico should have, if not UC, when they told him like, hey, this is all we're announcing. Unico should have said, hey, you know what? Let's just not do a show if this is all we got, because we're not allowed to say anything else about any of the actual exciting stuff that they have coming out. And they do have some exciting stuff coming out. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this a couple times. It might be the same issue that's going on with iiRcade 1-Up and the Simpsons cab right now. I took a pretty hard line on that, but realistically, there might just be holdups in licensing, and it could be the same thing with Unico. They plan to do something bigger, and just the reality of licensing and when they can release information kind of bit them in the ass here. And it would have been better if they just wanted to come on Dave's stream and just talk about themselves as a company, instead of saying, hey guys, we got that riser. And
yeah, maybe just say, hey, we're just doing an interview just to get to know the community type of thing, instead of presenting it as this is our big E3 reveal.
I was more excited to hear from Jay and Bill and the other guy they brought on, Neo Severa. So I thought that was better than.
Sorry, people in our live chat. Okay, so but that's all we got for you from Unico. If you ask me, if we had to rank where all these arcade and gaming companies are with the status of how did they do for E3, Unico would not be at the top of the list, which is unfortunate. So they should have probably just made that more of just a social post, just an update, like, hey guys, we're coming out with a riser and all that. And that riser, though, here I do have a comment though. They showed the picture of the riser. The riser looked an awful lot like the size and height of an arcade 1-Up riser, right?
Yeah.
And it almost looked identical. And in fact, where the cabinet would sit inside the riser looked like it would raise the cabinet by nearly a foot. Now, I have Bobby Vu's riser on my MVSX behind me, guys. And as you can see, you can kind of see it here. Let me go full screen. As you can see, guys, with Bobby Vu's riser, which adds about 3 to 4 inches of height from 2x4, that control deck is about as tall as in fact, it's exactly as tall as the iiRcade machine over my other shoulder. Now add another 8 inches to that. I mean, that's going to look ridiculous. That cabinet's going to be way too tall. Am I looking at this the wrong way, Mike?
Yeah, the cabinet sits inside the riser.
Does it go deeper?
It goes down.
Okay.
Yeah. It goes deep. Ask me how deep.
How deep?
Oh, I can't say it. It's too bad.
All right, yeah, well, let's keep it clean.
Real deep. Anyways, so it'll make it look more like an arcade 1-Up riser. And you know what? That's really what came out of this today, because they were getting blasted too. People were going on the multicade speech, and I was like, man, this has gone completely off the rails. Unico's not a multicade. I know people had the high-low hack and they were like, this is great, but Unico is roughly the same, like that MVSX, it's roughly the same product as arcade 1-Up, except you get 50 games in it instead of 4 or 8 or 12. So, them with the riser, that makes it look more and more like an arcade 1-Up. So
William's 6'6". He's a big guy, so he might need that extra lift, that extra set of heels on his MVSX. All right, guys, let's move on. So, who's winning this weekend for sure is iiRcade. I mean, they came out on Friday, had a big show, announced about 7 or 8 IRM games, as well as a Data East arcade baseball game. And then they had their big party on the roof, where a couple of cabinets got leaked out, new skins on cabinets. Which they didn't talk about in tonight's show, which I found interesting. So I'm assuming we might hear a little bit more about those on Tuesday, or Tuesday, as some people like to say, on Tuesday. But we did get a really exciting announcement from iiRcade, guys. People are looking for some really cool modern games on the iiRcade. or games you're not going to see on other hardware? Well, guys, let's take a look at what they got. Let's go ahead and roll this highlight reel. We'll be back in about 60 seconds, guys.
Hi, Grim Blitzrow here, the greatest announcer of all time and star of the most outrageous sports game ever, Mutant Football League. Haven't heard of it? Well, sit back and let Uncle Grim tell you all about it. MFL is an action-packed arcade-style football game where monsters and mutants compete on the gridiron by racking up the most points or racking up the kill count to force a forfeit. The MFL has a roster of acclaimed all-stars made up of skeletal deadheads, monstrous orcs, bruiser bots, mutated humans, and criminal aliens. And these guys can unleash some serious carnage on the gridiron. Unlike other games, this one has maximum mayhem. Oh, he rocked him like a hurricane. Want warm and fuzzy? Call your friend Slubsy. But if you want chainsaws, we've got them. Want shotguns? Got those too. MFL has 18 gruesome teams with unique playfields. Not unique like this. I mean like this. MFL delivers truly distinctive play experiences on every single field, which are filled with diabolical traps and hazards. Oh! That's what you call getting your morning buzz on. Don't take my word for it. Here's what the press is saying. So if you're tired of playing the same game and looking for something new, so don't just sit there looking at the screen, dummy. You know you want it, so go get it. Turn on and tune in. It'll blow your mind. Mutant Football League. We're putting the fun back in football.
That's pretty awesome, in my opinion, guys. Mutant Football League coming to the iiRcade. Jong had a very exciting live stream event. They had a band. They had the developer of the game. They had the guy who does the voiceover in the game. Mike, what did you think of the iiRcade show tonight? And from what we see in the live chat, a lot of folks, I didn't see one negative comment in the live chat while that clip was running. No. Everyone seemed very satisfied with what iiRcade announced. Go ahead, buddy.
iiRcade is one of those companies that listens to their fan base very strongly. It's a family, and it's a product that's working to make people happy. Everybody's invested in it, and yeah, he nailed it tonight. I mean, 100%. That whole show was done from Jong's garage. I'm 100% sure of it, and it was just so much fun. The band, everything. What a nice touch. They definitely killed it. I think someone said we knew Mutant Football League was coming, but the way they delivered it tonight was just.
Yeah, and from what I saw, it appeared that the version coming is the Mutant Football League with it's like the Dynasty version. It's like the Switch version of the game that's coming out. Guys, don't forget that a lot of Switch games, a lot of PS4 games, as well as obviously some retro consoles, they have the iiRcade has the hardware specs to run these games. So, Jong, you know what's interesting is a lot of people complain about, oh, iiRcade has Android games. A lot of the modern games that Jong is bringing to the platform, he's not bringing the Android ports of these games, guys. He's going after the Switch ports, the PS4 ports. Like the Toe Jam and Earl is going to be the PS4 version of that game. This Mutant Football League game, that's going to be the Nintendo Switch version of the game that we're going to see on this arcade machine. Not the Sega version of the game, not the original.
Oh yeah, this is a completely different game. Like they're done with that. And another thing that they threw kind of an announcement out later, and I'm really excited about this because, you know, us classic Sega Genesis EA Sports people, we know all about Mutant Football League, and we also know Mutant Hockey League, and he kind of said we're going to try to get hockey in the iiRcade too, and I was super excited about that. And you know what the funny thing is? Like, we remember with Arcade 1-Up when they did that halftime show, and everybody was like, oh, okay, so you're going to announce a football game. You're going to announce a football game. And here we are at E3, and, you know, no football game from Arcade 1-Up, but Jong put it through the uprights. Here we go. We got Mutant Football League, and it's going to be fun.
And I think Jong's satisfied, or at least what we should take away is that he did satisfy both aspects of his audience. Some of the people who have his cabinet want the retro games, right? They want the Burger Times, they want the Street Fighters and the old school stuff. And he in the last 2 weeks, he's given you 8 what are they? Data East classics. 8 IREM classics on top of everything else announced in the past. Obviously, we're hoping he can get games like from Bandai Namco and Midway and Konami. We're hoping, and those might come in due time, right? Those might come in due time. But then again, he also satisfied the folks looking for modern games on his platform with all the modern game announcements that have been coming out lately as well. Mutant Football League, in my opinion, is a big bucket of win for the iiRcade. This was definitely a pretty sweet announcement in my book. And these are the kind of games folks want to see on this platform, who want the modern games. Zohar says, just a random statement. Super Game Room Dudes makes me happy. It's in my top 3 favorite shows now. That's all. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, my friend. Aren't there only 3 shows? No, there's more shows than that. Jong is a trooper, and Jong is infectious, Mike. When he's happy and having fun, like you just feel like you're in the room with him. You know what I mean? And
did you see him? Did you see him nail Michael? I don't know what's going on. Like ever since Jong beat up Warhorse, like he's got a mean streak in him now.
Yep. And what's really cool is, the cabinets that got leaked. We saw a beach buggy racing skinned cabinet.
Yeah.
And we also saw a Space Ace skinned cabinet that got leaked at that LA party. And then sure enough, they what do we got right here for you guys? I think we got a little something for you. I mean, if you're bringing in a big game, why not make a cabinet out of it? Why not make a skin for it? But the Mutant Football League cabinet is coming soon as well, guys. Let us know what you think about the cabinet and the reveal today. The one more thing by Jong, that if you wanted to get a Mutant Football League skin cabinet, you can. That's pretty dope, in my opinion. What do you think about this, Mike?
I think this thing is beautiful. Like, obviously, this is a little bit different than the render they were showing on the show, because this still has the regular buttons, but they've got new buttons on the cabinet they were showing in their render. I mean, it just looks great. I like the change in the art. I think some people are going to be really excited about this, and it's just different. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty dope. I mean, I have the Dragon's Lair edition, and I have the Retromania edition out in my loft, and I really love I'll be honest, I love the Retromania artwork more than the Dragon's Lair.
Yeah,
I was on Jong's show today, and I said, does anyone want to buy my Dragon's Lair version so I can get this instead? You know what I mean? Like, it's funny that every single time Jong comes out with a new skin, I'm thinking about swapping out my cabinet.
Well, you've had them all, haven't you? Pretty much, except for Double Dragon.
Yeah, but this is pretty awesome. I mean, look at how cool that looks right here on this. Oh man, and guys, it'll look as sharp and shiny and polished as it does on the Retromania cabinet. I'm sure you know how that artwork has a nice glossy look to it. This is pretty cool. Yeah. And this is how a lot of people feel too, right? Because, and we have to roll with this, and it's nothing against Jong, right? I mean, this is what he needs to do, right? Every time he gets a big game, throw a skin on it. I guarantee you, if in the future, by some miracle, they get Shredder's Revenge or Streets of Rage 4, damn well they're going to make skins of that cabinet, right? And what does that do? That's actually a good thing, guys. Even though you might have a cabinet with a different skin on it, and obviously it's not like arcade 1-ups where you just you upgrade. Like, oh, it's not a big deal to go from the Pac-Man to the Generation 3 Pac-Man, right? It's not really a big deal. I mean, these cabinets are super expensive, Mike, so people can't really just upgrade left and right just to change out the artwork. But what it does, guys, is it increases the community. It grows his base. More new people will join the fold. They'll see this cabinet somewhere. They'll be like, what is this? I'm going to buy this. You know what I'm saying? And and that's going to help Jong get more bigger and better games, right? So I know some folks might be a little disappointed if they already own a cabinet and new artwork comes out, but it's what Jong and iiRcade need to do to succeed. They need to do this stuff. So Zohar says they need to announce a Street Fighter and it's over. Mayhem Brawler, yeah, that's another modern game. In fact, that's new. Like, it hasn't been released anywhere. That doesn't even come out till August. It doesn't get any newer than that for folks looking for new games on the iiRcade. Now, this is a great comment. Why don't they sell the skins separately? I mean, that'd be interesting. Like sell an artwork package that people can put on if they just wanted to swap out their artwork. So that's an interesting thought process. The only issue I see with that is that when it comes to your control decks, the plexi on your control decks are that's permanently attached to that control deck. So getting that off to get the artwork on your control deck off, as well as on the speakers, because right up here, guys, this is all plexi acrylic right here that's been manufactured and attached, and then same down here. These don't just come up like they do an Arcade 1-Up machine, right? So that might be the hardest part about changing artwork on these cabinets. So,
well, our buddy Cool Toy did a mod on his, so if anybody knows how to do it, maybe he does.
Yeah, maybe. Well, didn't he have the black edition, though?
No, he had the standard edition. Oh,
the standard edition?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Scott says they should start selling the art. So what's cool, too, is they're still doing that big sale on their website, Mike. So free shipping plus $100 off the cabinets. And I guess the Mutant Football League cabinet also is available for pre-order. But when I looked on the store's website, I didn't see it posted yet. Maybe it's going live shortly.
Well, Jong said it was up. I don't think they were really planning on releasing it right away. And then Jong said, we talked about this. We're just going to do it. It's hard to say, man. Like, he gets so excited. You got to love Jong. Like, was it supposed to be up? Does his employees hate him now for telling them to put it up while he was on that stream? I don't know.
Yeah. Got another $5 super chat from Zohar. Predict Jong will say one more thing 10 times in a row, and they will all be 10 Street Fighter games. You heard it here first. I wouldn't be surprised. Can you imagine if Jong got that Capcom Street Fighter license and he's like, okay, we're bringing 10 different Street Fighter games to the cabinet. One more thing. Yeah. That would be pretty funny. Thomas says he found the link. Oh, there you go. So it must be a separate link. But looking at their website, I don't see it, but it's supposed to be there, guys. So maybe it's a different. Maybe they have it somewhere else on their website. But go ahead. What were you saying, Mike?
I wasn't saying anything. I mean, this is a good day. That's a very big game, very exciting. And that's a cool looking new cabinet for new owners. And, some people probably will swap it out. Like iiRcade is their main way to play arcade games in their house. And they might want to change it out for this new art. Who knows?
Ooh, Mad Dad's guides. Make sure you guys check out Mad Dad's gaming channel. And he says if you go to products and go down to the bottom.
That's where I was too, Mad Dads.
What are you talking about, Mad Dads?
Yeah, Mad Dads.
Mad Dads is insane. Let's see. Let's see if we can find it. Man, look at everyone placing these orders. Now, these website pop-ups keep popping up saying another one bought a cabinet, another one bought a cabinet. It's pretty interesting. There's another one. Let's see here.
I don't see it. I don't know what he's talking about.
Lies, Mad Dads. It ain't there. Well, either way, guys, it'll be there. I wouldn't be surprised. It might be there by tomorrow, right?
So I'm going down to the bottom of the page here, and there's a picture of a girl in a pop-up tent with an iiRcade inside. And you know how big that iiRcade bar top is and how small those pop-up tents are. That girl's busting out the door.
I went to the bottom, Mad Dads. I scrolled all the way to the bottom. It wasn't there. Oh, well. No worries. But let's talk about this game. So, of course, you get... And this is going to be the Dynasty Edition that we're getting, which has... it's basically where you're a GM, right? Career mode, franchise mode?
He's not lying. I found it.
Oh, you did find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was being very literal when he said you have to go to the bottoms of the page and then hit products. It's there.
Oh, okay. Well, no worries. Yeah. No worries, guys. You can throw the link in the chat. YouTube might not let you guys post a random link in the chat, so we'll see. But either way, it's there, $100 off. And then, of course, you get Monstrous Players, the MFL All-Stars, Wham Neutron, Bomb Shady, Ghouliyo Bones, and more. Unique Teams and Fields, the Hall of Fame commentary from Tim Kitzrow, who did the announcing of NBA Jam and NFL Blitz, who he was on there live stream tonight, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, he was great. Like,
he kind of stole the show, didn't he? He was entertaining.
I'd just follow him around. Like, if I knew where he lived, like, I'd just go around him. He seems like he's a funny guy.
Post-play mayhem, multiple play modes. Additional features will be announced soon, so that's interesting. New things are coming soon, according to the press release. Man, this is just a cool game. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't get NFL Blitz, at least get this game, right? I mean, that's pretty cool. Okay, Kev Grett gave us a link here. Let me see if we can grab it. Thanks, Kev. We appreciate it. Oh, too bad I can't copy it from this chat.
Oh, do you want me to just send it to you on Facebook Messenger?
Yeah, just send it to me so I can pull it up here for folks. Because also this render I have isn't the final one. Oh, and also what's up with this light up power button? Did you guys see that?
Yeah, so they've updated the button because everybody was complaining about the power button. My cats have turned on my iiRcade from time to time. So now it requires a more pressure push in order to turn it on. And it also got some light in there. I don't know why he just didn't use a switch, but here we are. He's got a more pressure sensitive button.
Okay, we found it, guys. We have it. Let's take a look, and we might have some better photos as well.
No, it's the same photo you got, pretty much.
Same photo, but here's the link. Pre-order Mutant Football League for $6.99 for the bundle, free shipping, guys. And yep, there it is. It's real and it's available. Add to cart. Add to cart. What's so funny?
How many iiRcades are you going to have by the end of this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so like what's cool about iiRcade is, you know, you can do the LAN, like a local area network play of like beach buggy racing. And if they did expand online games capability, that would be really cool and give you reason to own multiple iiRcades, right? In my opinion, probably 1 or 2 iiRcades at the most. I mean, because it's the same thing, just different artwork, right? You know? Yeah. So it's kind of tough to say, hey, you need to buy every cabinet just for the artwork. I mean, that'd be a bit much, right? So, I mean, I'm okay sticking with 2, you know?
Yeah. You know what game he needs to get? He needs to get the grid and then sell everybody like 12 iiRcades per household where you can set them all up.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Order it, PDubs. You know you want to. Well, I just love the artwork on this thing, right? You know? And what's funny too, Mike, is, you know, if they come out with like I said, Streets of Rage, I'd be like, oh, I want that artwork, right? Or if they came out with Knit Shredder's Revenge, I'd be in the same position, right? I think I'm okay having 2, which is why that extra one, that standard edition one, that's why I sold that one. And the guy who bought it from me, he got a hell of a deal on it as well, so he can't complain. A lot of folks are saying their cats play with their cabinets as well. Press the button, PDubs. Oh, you guys want me to buy it live? Oh no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Stop being such a wussy.
No, we're not going to do that. I got bills to pay, boys. That's what William says. Jason says, buy it, don't tell the wife. I remember, Mike, what you told me after you got an arcade went up that you shouldn't have. We said, why'd you do that? Mrs. Jeannie is not going to be happy with you. And what does you say? It's better to ask for what?
It's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
It's better to ask forgiveness than permission. Let's see here. All right. This is an awesome question for the live chat, guys. This is an awesome question by Wayne. Wayne, thanks so much for putting this in the chat. Out of all these skins you've seen, as well as the new one announced today, as well as the ones that leaked yesterday, what's your favorite? The standard edition, Dragon's Lair, the black edition with bonus double dragon artwork, Retromania Wrestling edition, Mutant Football League edition, the upcoming Beach Buggy edition, and also Space Ace edition, guys. Which one is your favorite? Please put it in the live chat. I'd love to take that poll. Just type it in real quick. Go ahead.
So we've got Digital Dreams Entertainment LLC here in the chat. You might recognize them. They're the ones who made Mutant Football League.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We're very excited to see your game coming to the iiRcade platform. Kind sirs, we'll have to have you guys on our Super Game Room Dudes podcast show very, very soon. And guys, everyone say hi to Digital Dreams. And I think we should give them a thank you for giving us an awesome game on the iiRcade. Thank you. Thank you.
The fan base was very, very excited today. You guys made a lot of people's dreams come true. Kev Gret here in the chat. People are going to have to check up on him. I know it was his dream come true.
Yes, Kev, are you okay? Did you need to take any kind of medication to slow your heart rate or anything like that? Oh man, everyone's saying hi to them. Thanks so much. We have such an awesome crew of viewers who tune into us all the time. You guys are amazing. Such good people. And what a turn of events, Mike. You go from everyone being in a rage at Unico, then everyone turns in the iiRcade, and it's like iiRcade saved the day. And a lot of folks are saying it's so much fun.
Well, he just gets it, man. Like, John just gets it. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Yes, we've been Digital Dreams. We've been pimping your cabinet, man. $6.99, guys. It's on sale. $100 off. Make sure you guys get your cabinet, get your Mutant Football League. Hey, Digital Dreams, can you give us a teaser? How soon until we can expect it to actually be released? How soon? Can you give us something? Can you give us an ETA? Let us know in the live chat. Type it in. Make everyone happy. 2 weeks, a month, 2 months. Let us know how long until it comes. A tale of two companies. That's pretty funny. This is a great comment. Now, the people who actually pay attention and follow, I think, would agree with this. Everyone made fun of the iiRcade 6 months ago. Now look at them. They're in a really good spot, Mike. They're in a really good spot. I've always tell people ask me, like, PDubs, what do you think of the iiRcade? And what do I always tell them, Mike? I said, the iiRcade has a very high ceiling. Very high ceiling. Anything is possible. And I have no problem following this company along to seeing where it goes. Because it's pretty dope. Let's see here. Would you like us to drop? No, we got it. We're sharing it. We're sharing it. Well, we'll put it in the video description. You know what? Here, let's do this. I don't know if the YouTube will take it, but here you go. Here you go, guys. I put the link in the live chat for anyone who wants to dip out and go buy the cabinet right now. That would be pretty hilarious. Bringing them into the stream dubs. Yeah, we could always have them pop on. I was told if I say anything, I was told if I say anything other than hi, they are feeding me to Uncle Grimm's new pet. Oh, there you go. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say anything about the pet. Is that a teaser? What? This is so cool. It's really cool when companies pop in like this on our shows. But yes, we're all very excited about this. Everyone in the live chat's enjoying Digital Dreams being here. I'm just reading all the comments. You guys are awesome. So what else? What else? So what else, Mike? Where am I at now? I've completely lost. I'm scared.
Okay, I know it's exciting when stuff like this happens.
Yeah,
but I wanted to say, like, John just gets it, man. Like, of all the cold and unexciting, unaffectionate, or unpersonal announcements we've had so far over E3, it's been a real, wet blanket. It's not been good. It's not been fun. Of course, John, he's like, yeah, I'm just going to get this random band to play out of this garage and then do the show. And it was so awesome. Like, it was such a good announcement. There was so much feeling to it. Like, good job, John. Like, thank you for being different. Thank you for being you. And thank you for doing something fun and putting us all back in a good mood again today after some of the more negative stuff.
Okay, so Digital Dream says they're willing to come on to a future episode. We will definitely be reaching out to you guys. We're good partners and friends of Jong, so we'll get your contact info from Jong, and we'll get you guys on the Super Game Room Dudes podcast show, which is one of the best arcade and retro gaming podcast shows on YouTube. So we'll get you guys on. Guys, do you want to see Digital Dreams on the Super Game Room Dudes? Let us know in the live chat. That would be pretty cool.
Seriously, Mutant Hockey, all my money. Take it. Please.
Oh, yes. Yes, and we want Mutant Hockey. That would be dope. And after hockey, should they do a baseball where you just charge the mound after every pitch? I mean,
listen, I'm Canadian. Mutant Hockey's the big one for me.
Yep. Everyone's saying they want Digital Dreams to come on our podcast show. Well, we will get it. And here you go. Travis agrees with you. John gets it. but the community has helps the excitement and experience. That includes all of you awesome nerds. That is true. That is true. I love this guy. What is this? Look at this guy's name. F&A Gaming dropping a heart. What a name in the live chat. Yeah. So let's see here as we kind of tone down, wrap things up here. So also, guys, I spoke with Toy Shock today. We're going to have some updates about Toy Shock this Friday on the Super Game Room dudes. So for those of you interested in the Toy Shock digital pinball line, whether it's their 3/4 scale pinball machines or their upcoming tabletop releases, you guys might want to tune into the Super Game Room dudes this Friday. We should have some information we'll be able to release to you. So that was nice talking to Jeff and Linda Falke today. It was actually kind of fun. Talking to them. They were in their car driving, had me on speakerphone, and Mike, Linda and Jeff are they're good people as well. Awesome. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're really good people. When I look at like iiRcade and Toy Shock and even Bill over at Unico and a lot of the folks over at Games, you're like, it's so nice that these people are so nice. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good people trying to deliver us products, but they're facing so many challenges in today's market. You know what I mean? When it comes to chip shortages and rising price of screens, the rising price of monitors is probably going to cause a lot of companies to raise prices just by itself. Yeah. And of course, containers, shipping, Mike, the cost to buy a container and put your products in the container and ship them over here is going through the roof on these companies. And of course, that means that those cost increases get passed on to the end consumer. But man, it's just, there's a lot of good companies out there run by a lot of good people who are trying to deliver us some really cool retro gaming products. And there's a lot of challenges they're facing, which unfortunately hurts their reputation, So, yep, Conti says shipping is crazy everywhere. What can we tell you about @Games, guys? We're not allowed to say anything about @Games until tomorrow. So there's your teaser.
But tune in live at 1:30 because me and PDubs will both have videos going on at the same time.
1:30
here first. 1:30. That's Newfoundland time. So 12 Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
Oh my God, you're killing me. You're killing me. Guys, there will be some @Games updates tomorrow. So you guys are going to have to wait until tomorrow. We're not allowed to say anything. If we say anything, we could get in trouble. So what's up? And let's kind of wrap it up with Arcade One Up. Are they going to say anything, Mike? Saturday and Sunday passed. Yeah. Nothing happened. Where are the Arcade One Up announcements?
They did the secret presentation for a bunch of media outlets, and they have time-released information, time-released information that these media outlets can release the news. I don't know if we're going to get an official answer, but like I had some questions. I tried to reach out to David McIntosh after this. So everybody blasted me about the Simpsons cabinet not having a 19-inch screen. And it was because of the render. And if you look at the render for the TMNT cab, it also looks like it's a 19-inch screen. But I did reach out to Arcade One Up, and I reached out to David McIntosh, and he apologized. He said, I couldn't get back to you right away, but hopefully I'll be able to answer some of your questions over the course of the next coming days. So I assume that they're going to be on somewhere, but if not, I'm assuming we're going to get more announcements. Like people thinking Arcade One Up are done. They're not done. There's more announcements to come yet. We got a glut of countercades. We've got at least Track and Field, Tron, and there's a Golden Axe cabinet that might just be the same Golden Axe cabinet coming out again. Maybe that won't be an announcement, but there's more news to come out. Arcade One Up are not done. We're at least going to get more of these ineffectual news stories they've been doing, but hopefully they come on something else too.
Looking for a 19-inch screen?
Yeah.
iiRcade has one for you. And what's nice too is even though it's a 19-inch screen, is you notice a lot of the games, they still put them in the right aspect ratio on the screen. Yeah, it might mean you have some black bars in certain spots, like some of the more modern games that are in a 16:9 aspect ratio. Like those games are in that aspect ratio on the 19-inch screen, but even though it's a 19-inch screen, they do put the games in the right aspect ratio on the screen, so it's not like they look wonky. I mean, that's what happens when you have a multicade. You have one screen, and games are made for different screens, different aspect ratios, and you just try to make it look as best as you can. We had some comments here about At Games. So Raymond, here's what I can tell you is I don't believe At Games is going to do reservations anymore moving forward. I think what they've done with their Legends Pinball, they called it their Pinball Express. Well, what it basically means is when we have stock in our warehouse that we can ship out promptly, we'll put them up for sale, take your full payment, ship the product out in a couple of days. I fully anticipate that to be their model moving forward for all of their products, whether it's control decks, marquees, arcade cabinets, pinball machines, anything new and hip they got coming out. I think At Games tried to do something different with the reservations, Mike, to try and, they were trying to honor their Generation 1 customers. Like, we want to make sure they get the products first. They've been with us since the beginning, so they started the reservation thing. And then what did it turn into? 1 million people going, where's my reservation? Where's my reservation? Where's my reservation? And unfortunately, it didn't work out. I mean, from a customer point of view, a lot of people were like, where's my reservation? So by them just going back to, hey, the product's here, we're going to put it up for sale, no more pre-orders. I think that's a good move by At Games, and that will improve and kind of also eliminate a lot of the, where's my stuff At Games posts we see on Reddit, Facebook, Discord, all their mediums where people are panicking about the status of their items. Because it'll be like, hey, I placed my order today and it's shipping out in a couple of days, right? That's how it should be, Mike, right?
But I don't get it. Like, and I'm not taking a crack at Arcade One Up here, but last year, for all the people that remember what last year was like, we were all like, even PDubs had already given Arcade One Up like $400 plus tax for his burger time that then never came out forever. You guys put $20 down or a $10 reservation down. It's not the same as paying the full price and then waiting like 4 or 5 months to get it.
That's a good point, Mike. I mean, a lot of times these reservations, they were only holding $20.
Yeah.
But yeah, my burger time, I got that, like 9 months after? Was it like 9 months? No,
it wasn't 9 months because the pre-order went out in February, and I think you got yours around April, May. Well, something like that.
That's not that long, though. Well, it was 2 months, but still, it felt like an eternity. It feels like forever.
Well, maybe it was December. Maybe it was December the pre-order came out. Maybe it was earlier. I thought it was February.
Yeah. At Game Mini update email out today, end of September, October. Well, I didn't see that email. What was that email, guys? Let's see if we can find it. Did you get that, Mike? Do you know anything about it?
Do you know how many emails I get?
I know, guys. We get bombarded with information. Let's see here. I'm not seeing an At Games email, guys. I
didn't get one.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe let's see here. Delayed September. Oh, they posted it on Facebook. Oh, well, we've been live, so we obviously missed the live. If it literally just came out, we don't have it. Ritual has an interesting story. I'm not mad at Games. My pinball was damaged in shipping. They covered the shipping costs and sent me a new one fully loaded with Zach packs. He's a fan for life now. That's a pretty good customer service story right there.
Yeah, and you know what? I've dealt with situations where here in Canada, we've had people reach out and there's some miscommunication. But, I mean, At Games always goes above and beyond. Once, if you're respectful and you talk to them and make sure you sort out the issue, usually they're going to take care of you. So, don't run to Facebook and start yelling and say, blah, 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 blah. Just take your time, work with somebody, and even reach out to one of us sometimes. If there's a miscommunication, maybe we could help you. Just calm down.
Reach out. Reach out to Mike. I'm busy.
Yeah, PDubs doesn't care, but I'm a bleeding heart, so reach out to me. I'll try to help.
I've helped a lot of people, which is funny too, Mike. I've gone to bat for a few members of our community with these companies, even though I have no pull with these companies whatsoever. I'm not an employee of these companies, but I've reached out, said, hey, just want to send you this note on behalf of one of my viewers or subscribers. Here's a situation I came across. Would love for you to take care of these people. And I've had a couple of these companies respond and take care of those folks. Would they do that anytime PDubs reaches out to them? No, I'm a nobody. You know what I mean? But, I have helped people out when I could. But it's not something I can do for everybody, or Mike can. We have lives, we have jobs, we have stuff to do as well, just like you guys. So.
I have a wife, for now.
Oh, look at this. So Shotgun Sean, yeah, guys, the email hasn't hit me yet. And of course, we've been live, so we missed the announcements. But they're going to give Zach Pack one as an apology for the delay to everybody for the
That's
Tetris.
nice. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And yeah, PK is a nice guy. We like PK as well. So yeah, guys, there will be some At Games news coming out this week on Monday and Tuesday, so you guys will want to stay tuned to their social media platforms and capture that news. So you guys will be excited. That's when the embargo lifts on that information, and hopefully Arcade One Up will still say something within the next couple days. I'd be really shocked that they just leave it at those 3 cabinets, Mike. And you're promising me we're going to see a little, because here's what I wanted. I'm sorry, I'll let you respond, but here's what I wanted, and let me know if I was expecting too much. I was expecting them to do some kind of stream, some kind of event, like actually show some of the cabinets that they announced at CES. Like, even though they're not coming out, surely they have a prototype somewhere where they could at least show people, like, hey, here's what that X-Men cabinet looks like. Here's what that Killer Instinct cabinet looks like. Like, give us some real photos or some real video or some gameplay demonstrations of stuff they've announced before that hasn't come out yet, as well as communicate with the fans a little bit, like they've gone into this dark hiding place. And then also show us the new stuff, right? Like we got to see the three of the new cabinets, and like 25 items got leaked. So I don't think I was asking for too much, Mike. I mean, that's what I was hoping to get this E3 out of Arcade One Up. Go ahead. What do you think?
I don't know. It's a hard one. They're changing their marketing strategy because they're trying to grow their brand. They're not trying to grow their brand within our community, but they're trying to become a household name. So instead of investing their money into doing a big conference for E3 or working with us, coming out with material, going out to YouTubers to do reviews, they're putting their money into being on the Ellen Show. And I mean, it's not like they just called up the Ellen Show and said, hey, we'll give you a bunch of cabinets. They called up the Ellen Show and said, how much will it cost us to put our stuff on your show? So, I mean, that's where they're putting their advertised money now, because they want Arcade One Up to become a household brand. That's their mission statement, not working with us. That's not to say they don't want to work with us. It's just, it's not their main focus. So I don't think that they're going to do much more. I think that especially the last going off, Retro Ralph said we got too close, and maybe Arcade One Up felt that maybe their actions didn't come off as very professional, so they're trying to change their tune, maybe not doing as much stuff with YouTubers, and maybe trying to do with media, whatever media outlets they can, very far away from the community and not touching. But it does kind of suck. I mean, if as much as some people complained, I always love seeing John or David McIntosh appear on a show. I mean, it felt like they were gamers the same as us, and they were as excited about the products as we were. And it's sad not seeing that right now. Hopefully they do still do something. There's lots of time left with E3. The one thing I do want to say is Simpsons was their big shot. That was their home run hit. And I'm surprised that was the first one that was announced coming out of the gate. So something has me to believe, and maybe I'm just hyping things up now, like telling people there's a 19-inch screen. But I'm of the opinion that you don't shoot your best shot first. You always leave it till last. So maybe there is something else that nobody knows about that's going to be their big last-minute E3 announcement. They're not done. They can't be done.
Yeah, that's all good points, Mike. All good points. Yeah, I was just expecting something on Saturday, something on Sunday. I figured they'd at least do a little something every day, right? Like that would be kind of cool leading until Monday, Tuesday. But we got nothing. We got Friday, and then that was it. So hopefully we'll see something from Arcade One Up tomorrow and Tuesday, maybe. And then, of course, we'll be hearing we got some stuff coming out from At Games. iiRcade is going to have more stuff coming out on Tuesday. Their E3 is technically not done yet either, Mike, because they're going to be doing a live stream. We expect them to possibly reveal those new skin cabinets that got leaked out at the LA party, as well as some other stuff. You know, John, one more thing. There's always one more thing, right? So yeah, good time to be alive. And then of course we'll have some Toy Shock updates for you guys on the Super Game Room dues, as well as we'll be auctioning off very soon one of these MVSX cabinets to benefit. Is it a children's hospital we're doing, Mike? Is it a children's hospital?
I'm trying to remember now. I thought it was the children. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to look at the notes.
Zohar, so we got more from Randy's records than Arcade.
Don't kid yourself. That was part of their strategy too. Leaks, not all of them, but leak is part of their marketing strategy. Always has been.
Yeah, leaks. Oh man, leaks are crazy. Hey guys, by the way, so for those who sent me emails back in February and March asking for PDubs stickers, I want you guys to know something. This morning during the Kongs Are Us live stream, B Kong inspired me to multitask. So while I was watching his show, I stuffed a whole bunch of envelopes of stickers and wrote addresses on the envelopes. And I have about 30 envelopes going out tomorrow of PDubs stickers. But I noticed, guys, I have a few left. So if you guys want a PDubs sticker for free, I got to get rid of these things. I'm now up to date on everyone who sent me an email before looking for a sticker. So if you guys are looking for a sticker, if you sent me an email before, don't worry, you're getting it. But if you've never sent me an email asking for a PDubs Arcade Loft sticker, go ahead and send me an email and I'll get your sticker out, because I want to get these out because we're going to have some new ones coming out soon as well for you guys and all that stuff. So send me an email, guys. Stickergate is going to finally come to a close, Michael B., after about a year of people waiting to get their stickers. Speaking of merch, Michael B., I'm hearing rumors that you're going to have a new T-shirt coming out soon. Is this true?
Well, Kamala wrote me something about it earlier today, and I told him I still want my desk shit, #desk_shit shirt.
This one?
Yeah, apparently there's going to be a dropping anchor shirt. He asked me if I was going to buy one.
So it sounds like, would anyone even buy that?
No.
I was taking a look, and our T-shirts we have some cool ones, but then we have some that are like, why would anyone buy this? You know,
I'm surprised that Copstitute isn't the #1 seller. That's my favorite.
Yeah, we're gonna move up to magnets. There you go. We'll be giving out magnets. I like it. You can put them on your PC. I'm just kidding. That's a bad idea. So we'll get Mike that shirt. So overall, if we had to stop the weekend right now, guys, if you had to stop E3 right now, who wins? Who had the best E3? Was it Unico, Arcade 1UP, or iiRcade? Now, At Games and Toy Shock haven't said anything. Neither is Well Played. What? Why you give me that look?
Well played.
Yeah.
They've also sold Well Played arcades to Ogdenville and New Havenbrook.
So I want it in the live chat, guys. And we're talking the retro gaming companies because that's primarily what we cover here on my channel. Who
retro
had
gaming arcade companies.
So who had the best E3 so far, if it ended today? Arcade 1UP, iiRcade, or Unico? And No Money Ranger says Unico. That riser really. Jamie says Unico. I think some of these people, they got to be kidding, right? A lot of iiRcades. iiRcade for sure.
I got a feeling that the Mystery Girls are going to be booked for a lot of bar mitzvahs in Chicago going forward.
Jamie's just trolling. He keeps typing Unico. He's spamming the chat. Rainwater Games, he thinks that it's hey Jeff, I sent you an invite to join the show tonight, and you didn't take us up on it, man. So Jeff, you suck. I'm gonna cancel my Rainwater Games t-shirt that I just ordered. I'm just teasing. Arcade 1UP, Soggy, Juan. It's okay, guys. It seems to be like a pretty good mix here. I'm seeing more iiRcades than Arcade 1UPs in the live chat, so we'll see. Arcade 1UP still has a couple days to come out with some stuff, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, let's not kid ourselves. Arcade 1UP still came out with The Simpsons, despite the fact that it was leaked.
That's true.
I mean, that's a big deal. And the fact that all their cabs going forward seem to have Wi-Fi, also a big deal. The only dampening factor to all this is the fact that it was leaked ahead of time. If these things weren't leaked, we'd all be pretty excited about it. Well, except for the Big Blue, not because the games aren't awesome and the idea is not awesome. It's just, it doesn't look great. And the front panel is really, really cheesy.
So FNA Gaming says the link in the video description for my Facebook page doesn't seem to be working. So if you wanted to follow us on other platforms, guys, it's real easy. If the links are broken, because YouTube kind of sucks with these links, like if you try to copy links you used on a different video description, it doesn't copy the link. So guys, you just go to facebook.com/PDubsArcadeLoft. You go to twitter.com/PDubsArcadeLoft. You go to instagram.com/PDubsArcadeLoft. And if you want to get a hold of Michael B, it's grinder.com. Michael B, the Game Genie. Rules.
No, that's not it anymore. It's Cheesy B.
Oh, guys, Rainwater Games coming in here.
You called me out on stream. What am I supposed to do?
I'm calling you up, bro. I ordered your what? Where'd Mike go? Oh, he's probably got his
I scared him off.
It's in my contract. I don't work with Jeff Rainwater.
Why? Everyone say hi to Jeff from Rainwater Games on YouTube.
What's up, guys?
And Jeff, congratulations on launching your own YouTube channel. We wish you obviously the best success.
Thank you.
Are you primarily going to cover? What are you going to cover on your channel for people who might be interested?
Well, I was gonna kind of go like half and half, like video games, half board games, because I'm sort of into that a little bit. But it's a lot harder to cover board games than you think. I mean, just everything down to like the logistics, like the cameras and setup and everything. It's a whole lot easier to just turn on your stream and talk about video games.
I told you exactly how to do it, and you said it was too much work.
It is too much. It is too much work. And here's the funny thing: so I make a video talking about like playing a card game. I got like 35 views or something ridiculous. I'm like, nobody wants to watch me play card games. So yeah, video games I think is what I'm going with. Video games.
All right, all right. You know what, guys? We're going to talk a little.
Sandbox. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, man. The more people in the sandbox, the better. The better. Al says, "Is it hot here?" Yeah, guys, it's like 110 in freaking Arizona right now. It's hot.
So if I can give you some advice, Jeff, the best thing to do with your YouTube channel is whatever you want. Don't worry about branding it. You're not branding to anybody else. Talk about what you're interested in. People give me shit all the time. They're like, oh, you used to be into retro games and now you're talking about arcades. Well, that's what I'm interested in now. So I'm going to talk about it.
Pretty much. I mean, like I made a video yesterday talking about a new PC game that's coming out. It has nothing to do with retro games at all. But you know what? I saw it on the E3 thing, and I'm like, that looks like a sweet game. I'm going to make a video about it. So you know what? You don't like it? Sorry, you don't watch my videos then, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Guys, we got to talk about, sorry, Jeff, to interrupt you. We got to talk about @games. So this @games email and stuff, like I'm now getting a hold of it. Some of this information, I assumed it wasn't going to come out until tomorrow, but they posted it themselves on Facebook as well as in the email. So it's now fair game to discuss. And I think you guys might have missed two very important points. Let me share my screen here. This is actually big news. And if it's on the internet, posted by them, and you know, it's no longer under embargo, in my opinion. But taking a look at their update here, guys, when they're talking about the Tetris Mini, like a lot of people, they said, hey, it's going to be delayed till October. We're going to give you a Zach pack as an apology for the delay, which is really awesome, in my opinion, right? Really awesome service. But guys, a couple new features were added. They've now have HDMI in. If you guys remember when the Legends Ultimate Mini was first announced, it was announced that it would have one USB port, and that was it. So people were like, well, how am I going to play my own games? Well, with the USB port, you could play CoinOps X or Add-on X, but now it has HDMI in. So with HDMI in, that does mean you can connect your PC, because the only other way to do it would have been to stream your cabinet to the Legends Ultimate Mini. But the Legends Ultimate Mini will now have an HDMI in port, so you don't have to use Legends Link application. You don't have to stream. You can now plug your PC into the cabinet. And check this out, new auto detection of display orientation. Well, what that tells me, guys, is because this has a rotating monitor, if you happen to flip the monitor from horizontal to vertical, instead of maybe going through the settings menu to switch the portrait mode, landscape mode, sounds like it'll auto detect and flip on its own. So guys, just a heads up there. I don't know if you folks noticed this, but yes, it will have HDMI in as well as USB ports for you to bring your own games. So that was actually going to be part of my video tomorrow, but they kind of They put it out there.
Son of a...
How dare you? How dare you?
I just realized my microphone was way over there, so you guys are probably like, "What is he saying?" Like, I don't know.
Oh, what was that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
No, seriously, what happened? Did I miss something? Did the feed screw up?
No. I had my microphone like 3 feet over there when I was talking earlier, so you probably didn't hear me very well. But
no, that's not all of the news, Antisocial Hero. There will be news on Monday and Tuesday. And Mike, if we had to vote, which news is more exciting, Monday's news or Tuesday's news?
Tuesday.
Tuesday's news is more exciting. Monday's news is good. Tuesday's news is awesome from At Games. That's
Really
all we can tell you without getting in trouble.
Tuesday from At Games, Tuesday from Nintendo, Tuesday from iiRcade.
I know. Tuesday's
going to be the big day.
Tuesday's the day.
At Games driving cab on Tuesday.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
I hope you're right. That would be amazing.
Tuesday for the win.
Tuesday.
Guys, let us know in the live chat. Are you excited that the Legends Ultimate Mini will have HDMI in? That's a pretty big change. I know a lot of people were like, "You mean I got to stream my PC to the cabinet? I want HDMI." So this should actually make a lot of people happy that it has HDMI. Zohar, I think he's trolling. Don't take Mike at his word.
Sorry, Zohar.
And of course, tacos on Tuesday. Kev Gretz got it right here. Tuesday is going to be the best day this week, guys.
Do you know that where I live, we don't have Jack in the Box, we don't have Taco Bell, we have nothing. Like, that's so sad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You have that potatoes thing, right? The poutang, or is that what it's called?
Poutang? Yeah, I get some poutang sometimes.
and you got the potato chips that are ketchup flavored, right?
Well, yeah, but your hands get messy with those.
We don't have that stuff down here.
So for those looking for free stickers for the channel, guys, if you've never asked me for a sticker before, because anyone who's ever asked me, your envelopes are stuffed. You just send me an email to pdubsarcadeloft@gmail.com, and I will I'll get you hooked up with free channel stickers. So, and oh, there you go. You can show people what they're going to get. Look at that, Rainwater Games. Look at that. The old.
I'm sticking it right now.
You know, a lot of people tell me, because I've changed my logo like 90 times in a year and a half. They tell me that is the best logo I've ever had. So
I'm going to put it right next to mine.
Well, yeah. I think the one Al did is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Jeff, do you look back there at that Atari 12-in-1 and say, "Man, I really wish Lunar Lander wasn't on this and it had Arca R instead"? Oh man, Arca R.
I like Lunar Lander, actually. I really
Everybody likes Lunar Lander. Everybody's really sad Lunar Lander's not on the new 12-in-1.
Yeah, I think it should be.
Well, guys, it's already 10:30 on the East Coast. I know a lot of people got to get to bed, go to work. We did get a $5 super chat from Juan. He says, question, I made reservation for the BitPixel, but they sent me 1 month ArcadeNet. Does it come with it? Not sure if it was a mistake. I don't know, man. I would email support@atgames.net and figure that out. I don't recall them giving away ArcadeNet with the BitPixels. I think they were giving away ArcadeNet with the cabinets. Because like the Legends Ultimate Mini, it comes with 1 month of ArcadeNet. If you guys remember, everyone's going to get 1 month of ArcadeNet with that. Yes, Al did a great job. We love Al's superhero artwork as well for our channel. There you go. Vic, you're one of the guys who I stuffed your envelope today and I sent you an email. Check your email, brother. Uh-oh, Jeff, you're
Can you hear my wife yelling at me? All right. I better go then, guys.
See you later, guys. Jeff's in the doghouse.
Uh-oh.
And now that was the end of Rainwater Games, how short he lasted. But yeah, guys, it's 10:30 on the East Coast. We know you want to go to bed. I need to go to bed. Otherwise, I'll be really grumpy because you guys know I hate Mondays. Make sure you guys tune into the channels tomorrow for some At Games news. And then, of course, we'll see if Arcade 1-Up does anything. Right, Mike? What time, Mike? What time is the Arcade 1-Up news?
If you go by the previous embargo dates, if Arcade 1-Up are going to do anything tomorrow, expect to look at it at 9 a.m. Eastern time, and there should be new news stories dropping. I know at least there's one more big exclusive coming. I can't tell you who from, but there is one more exclusive. It's not video game related, but we'll see.
All right, so that's 6 a.m. my time. Yeah, I'm going to totally miss that. Guys, do us a favor. If you enjoyed the show, enjoyed the commentary, give us a thumbs up on your way out. Make sure you subscribe to PDubs Arcade Loft, subscribe to Michael B. the Game Genie, and don't forget to subscribe to the Super Game Room Dudes YouTube channel. You don't want to miss our Friday night podcast show, one of the absolute best retro gaming podcast shows there could ever be. We absolutely have so much fun on Friday nights hanging out with all of you. Make sure you join us on our second channel. Guys, hope you have a great day, and we'll be talking to you real soon.